Howdy everybody, Andy here again from Mad Lad Designs with another tabletop playthrough. And in this playthrough we are going to be playing this little card game called Deckula. There we go. After a century of slumber, you awaken to discover your castle is in a disgraceful state. This will not do. Vampires are, after all, connoisseurs of the very best that unlife has to offer. Renovate the most imposing rooms of your lair, fill the halls with ghoulish servants, drink a fine wine, pose dramatically on the highest tower, and write dreadful poetry. But beware the curious and bold locals that might wander by. So, let's get this open. Nice little tuck box. Like so. All the instructions and setup and everything are in this tuck box, as you can see. I'm going to put that to one side. I'm going to keep that card, don't need that card. There we go. So, setup. This, I'll quickly show you this. This is something I've put together. You can find it in the files section in Board Game Geek. You get a score at the end of the game, but there's nothing to say how well you did. It's just a beat your score. So I thought I'd pop this together. You can download it or you can take a screenshot and write it out yourself, but I just thought that's something to work towards, give you a little bit of an achievement. But that's something I put together. I'm going to put that to one side. So in this game you are going to go through an entire deck, and if at any time 3 visitors come out in your home area and a home sweet home card, which is this one, then it is game over. So I'll show you what I mean. I've set these things up. First of all, these are visitors with the eyeball pointing upwards. If there's any time 3 of these in your home area, there we go, you can see that now, and this home sweet home card, it is game over. So hopefully we don't want any of those in our home area, and you'll see what I mean when we start playing the game. So the reason I've done this and put these face up and everything is that I'll come back to that in a second. These are the 4 visitors for a beginner game. This is what it says in here. It says the difficulty level, so beginner, and that's what I'm going to be playing as, beginner. It says start with these 4 villagers. That's why I've put them face up, so I know those are the 4. Again, I'll move that to one side, and then up to here. These are other villagers. So all these are villagers. So in the beginners we need these 4 and one of these, a random one of these. So I'm going to shuffle this like so, and then pick a random villager, but I'm not going to see where it is. These go off to one side. They could come back in the game, but for now you just put them to one side. I'll put them there. Yeah, I'm going to put that there as well, because I'm going to come back to all this in a second. This is our energy card. We're going to be getting and spending energy through the game. It begins at 2. So I'm going to put it on the 2. I think you can just about see that. And these are all the different rooms and things in the game. And as we come through them, I will explain what they are. So you shuffle these ones, like so. Give it a quick mix, and then you're going to choose 3. 1, 2, 3. Then you're going to shuffle all these into this deck. So I don't want to see what that one is. I'm going to put those face down as well, and the home sweet home card. So there are 5 visitors, and the home sweet home card are going to get shuffled into here. Let's do it like this. Little bits, put these into there, put that to there, that there, that there, like that, and then that there. And then I'm actually going to give them a proper shuffle. Like so. And that's our draw deck. That can go just about there. Or maybe off. There, I think. We'll see. And we're going to look at these 3 cards. And we're going to start with one. And we're going to discard the other 2. So let's take a look. There we go. So let's take a look at these one at a time. We have sadistic contraption. This icon means if we discard a card, if we discard this card, so that means discard. If we discard this card, we can kill a visitor. So that means it's out of the game completely. That's an interesting card. There we go. Then we have Spick and Span. This is the victory points we're going to get. So any cards in our home area down here with a victory red splodge with a number in, we're going to add them together. That's our victory points, and that is where this thing comes in. So again, if we discard this card, we can take a card from beneath tragic accident and discard it. Alternatively, you may place the card below a ghastly display. So obviously there are different cards. So if we had tragic accident, we could take whatever card was from beneath it and discard it. Or you may place the card below a ghastly display. We don't know what the cards do, those 2 cards at the moment. But that's another one we can keep instead, and we can discard that to do that. And then we have Indulgent Memoir. It will be worth 3 victory points at the end. This means that we can take this for free. Normally you pay 2 energy for a card, but this, the eyeball pointing downwards towards like the home area, we can take it for free. This means immediately. So if this was immediately put in our area, we can say discard this card and draw again, or keep this card in your home area for free but lose immediately if the next card drawn is a visitor. So if we had drawn this card, we can keep it and then draw another card, but if it was a visitor, we'd immediately lose the game, whether we had any visitors in our threat area or not. But it is worth the 3 victory points. So we can choose one of these, and I am going to choose this one, Sadistic Contraption. I can discard it to kill a visitor. These are discarded. I'm going to put that there. I'll put those. Yeah, the home area might get a bit large. So that's there. That's there. We have 2 energy, and we can begin. So all you do is you draw a card and see where it is. It is Feast for the Beast. If Fetid Lair is ever in play at the same time, you must immediately place this card under it. The minimum visitor requirement for using the discard effort of Fetid Lair is then reduced to 2. Do we want this card? If we do, we need to pay 2 energy, so that will go to 0. I don't think we do, not at this time. So I'm going to discard this card. Every time you discard a card, you gain an energy. So I've now got 3. And then let's continue onward. Oh, it's a visitor. It's immediately going to go into our threat area. The eyeball pointing up, threat area. There's nothing here, so that's okay. We don't have to do anything, but that is definitely 1 visitor. I could kill the visitor, but yeah, I don't think I will at the moment. No, I won't. You don't get any energy for a visitor that comes out, and we draw. Scritch and Scratch. I can discard this card to retrieve a card of your choice from the discard pile and put it into play for free. That might be interesting. I think I will buy that. That's going to cost me 2 energy. 1, 2. Let's carry on. Obnoxious orders. If Dribbly Crandles, if Dribbly Candles is currently in your home, place the next card that you draw without an eye icon into play for free. Well, we don't have Dribbly Candles, do we? So I'm going to discard that one. I don't want that one. I'm going to get an energy. Next we have Fetid Lair. You may only use this effect if the beast is below this card and there are at least 3 visitors in play. No, I don't want that card. So I'm going to get an energy. Let's keep going. Roaring Fire. Worth 1 victory point. Place the next visitor drawn under this card. They are blanked while here. Blanked means that any effect on here, if there was any, is ignored. So it's basically a blank. If another visitor enters your home or threat area, play them as usual. Play the visitor kept below and discard this card. Ooh, I don't know. Worth 1. Next visitor drawn goes underneath. But then if I draw another visitor, that visitor and the visitor underneath this will activate. Where's the victory point? Yeah, I think I will. I'm going to keep it. Yeah. So, 2 energy, it costs me. There we go. And draw the next card. Yes, Master. Kill a visitor. I wish I could have that one, but I can't afford it, so I can't pay for it. So I must discard this card. However, I do get the energy for discarding it. And then we've got Opulent Foyer. Worth 3 victory points if Lavish Ballroom is also in your home. It's worth 2 victory points. Is it worth me getting that? And then I'm going to try and look for Lavish Ballroom. Yeah, go on, I'll have that. So 2 energy, and I'm going to have that in my home area. So your home area you can have as many cards as you like in your home area. Next. Okay, so this is our next villager or visitor. But we do have the Roaring Fire. Place the next visitor drawn under this card. They are blanked, which is a shame because it's already blanked. But there you go. That's going to go under there like that. I've just noticed I can discard this card to retrieve a card of your choice from the discard pile and put it into play for free. So I am going to discard this to look through the discard pile, and of course I'm going to grab this. Yes, Master. For free, and that is now out of play. So let's keep going. Uncanny Formality. I can discard this to shuffle an extra unseen visitor into the deck. Now, there are times where you want more visitors in the deck because cards will say if there's visitors out, or if you draw a visitor, then kill that visitor or do this. So yep, there is times you want more visitors in the deck, but I can't even buy it anyway. So I'm going to get 1 energy. What do we have? Parlor of Persuasion. I can't even buy it if I wanted it. When using the effect of Yes Master, you may pay 1 energy instead of discarding it. Oh, I have Yes Master. So instead of discarding this, I can pay 1 energy and keep this. But I don't have the energy to pay for it. Right, okay, that's gone. I do have 2 energy now. I should have kept that bloody Scritch and Scratch card Yeah, well, oh, where we go. A fine vintage. Supper is served and now affects 2 visitors. If there is already a visitor on it, or there is only 1 visitor in the threat area, when it is played, place the next visitor to enter the threat area on it too. Okay, so there is a card called Supper is Served, and this will affect that. I do not have Supper is Served card, so I am going to discard this and get another energy. Let's take a look. Yeah, I'm not going to pronounce that. Kill a visitor. Shuffle any visitor remaining in the threat area back into the draw pile. So I can kill a visitor, and then any other visitors I can shuffle back in. I think I will have that. Yes, 1, 2 energy. I'm going to have that. Plenty to kill visitors. Should I kill that visitor? Should I? Because they are going to come out. We've got 1 there. We've got 1 there. There was 5 in total, so there's another 3 to come out. No, I'm going to keep going. Bad hair day. This immediately comes into our home area. We don't have to pay for it. And immediately place 2 cards from your home area under this one. They are blanked while Bad Hair Day is in play. If there are less than 2 cards in your home area, she will wait and take the next cards added until she has 2. Oh, so she is going to take 2 of my cards. And if... Oh. Okay. So she can take... Ooh, it might be better for us, actually. I think I can do this. So this, any 2 cards under are blanked, which means these effects don't take effect. If I place Roaring Fire under her, we've got Roaring Fire here. So all this will be blanked. So this will not be. This won't be there. So this won't take effect, which means when I draw another visitor, the visitor underneath and the visitor I draw was supposed to play both at the same time, but because this is now blanked because of Bad Hair Day, that visitor will not be played. I hope I'm correct in this. So if I do that, so that's 1. This is counted as 1 card, even though there's 2. That's still like 1 card, and I'm going to place this one underneath her as well. I am losing victory points, but I'd rather keep the killer visitor ones. So that's under her as well. So these 2 are blanked. Could work out okay for us. And in fact, I've got 3 of these here, and I will kill a visitor. So I'm going to discard the Sadistic Contraption to kill a visitor. He goes away. You do not get energy for an eyeball pointing to your home area, so I won't get an energy. But I will turn this over. An odd welcome. So if I get this, that's the guy. Place under a card in your home. That card may not be targeted by Vengeful Visitor. Vengeful... Oh, I haven't got my teeth right in today. Vengeful Villager or Furious Farmer. It's also immune to the effects of Bad Hair Day, which I've got. And number 1, Fang. Is it worth it? Oh, well, is it worth it? I can't even buy it anyway. Oh dear. So no, that's discarded. I get an energy. Next we have Dribbly Candles. So if you buy this, immediately, if Noxious Orders is currently in your home, place the next card that you draw without an eye icon into play for free. I do not have Obnoxious Orders. So I do not want that, and I'm going to get an NG. Let's move on. Oh, home sweet home. Okay, this is going to go in our threat area, and it says there, if there are ever 3 or more visitors in the threat area at the same time as this card, you'll lose immediately. That's going to go there. Beast hunter. Alright, kid. Okay, it's a visitor. So immediately, as soon as this is in play, I discard one of the following from play. An odd welcome, don't have that. The beast, I don't have that. This I do have. And yes, master. So it's either discard this one or this one. So this is going to go here in our threat area. Doesn't matter. I don't want to shuffle the visitors back in, so I think I'll get rid of that one. However, I will use Yes Master to kill a visitor, so I'm going to kill him. He's gone. Let's continue on. Sweeping Vista. Worth 1 victory point for each of the following in your home. Indulgent Memory, a fine vintage. Let's double check. Now, I think you are allowed to look through your discard pile. So we're looking for Indulgent Memory, fine vintage. I think I've got fine vintage. So really, it would only be worth 1 victory point if I got Indulgent Memory. So I'm not going to bother. Put that there. So we now have 4. Let's keep going. Ghastly Display. Shuffle 2 extra unseen visitors into the deck. When you kill a visitor, you may place them under this card. This card is worth 1 victory point plus 1 victory point per visitor underneath. This is one of the cards where it's good to have visitors, more visitors, because you get more victory points. But I don't want to do that. So there we go. Next we have the Voices. Kill a visitor. If your home currently contains noxious odours or dribbly candles, kill another. We could have had dribbly candles, couldn't we? But we can kill a visitor. I've got plenty, so yeah, I'm going to have that. Do that down to 3. I'll have that in my, like so. Let's continue onwards. Tragic Accident. If there are no cards below this one, when the next visitor is drawn, immediately place them below this card. Ignore any effects on their card. Let's go with that one then. Yep. There we go. Continue on. Mouldering Boudoir. Place the next visitor drawn under this card. They are blanked while here. If another visitor is killed later, play the visitor kept below as if they were just drawn and discard this card. It's worth a victory point. I don't have any victory points. Shall I get 1? Well, I can't even get 1. So no, I can't even do that. There we go. That's 2. Hall of Mirrors. Move any visitor currently in play to the bottom of the deck. I might get that just for the victory point. Yeah. There's no visitors in play. Let's keep going. There's a visitor. Here we go. A Vengeful Villager. Immediately discard a card with a red victory point. Well. However, we do have Tragic Accident. So I can place this under this and ignore these effects, which I'm going to do. So at least I've kept me 1 victory point. Let's continue onwards. Sinister Oratory. When you draw the Voices, discard it to activate its effect. If there are no visitors in play at that time, you must discard both the Voices and this card. However, we already have the Voices. This is just when it's drawn. So this will not take effect. It is a victory point. So I could, well, no, I couldn't, because 0, but it's only when the voices, which is here, is drawn, not when you've already got it in your home area. I think that's how it works. But I can't buy it anyway because I've got no energy. So, in fact, I'll put that up there. There we go. So let's continue onwards. The clock strikes. Look at the next 4 cards and return them to the top of the deck in the order of your choice. Oh, that would have been good. But I don't have the energy. So I'm going to discard it. Well, I have to discard this. And get another energy. Here we go. One step ahead. If Home Sweet Home is in play, shuffle it back into your deck. Ooh. Ooh. But that doesn't mean it's going to be brought out again. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it. Get another energy. Let's keep going. Let's have a look. Trophy gallery. Worth 1 victory point for each of the following in your home. An odd welcome. Roaring fire. Spick and span. I don't have any of them. And they're probably in the discard pile, which you can't see. So I'm not going to take that. I am going to get the energy for it though. Not many cards left. Lavish ballroom. I do not have the opulent foyer. I think that's already gone out. It's worth 2 victory points though. Yeah, I'm going to buy it for the victory points. Down to 2 energy. I'm going to put that there. Keep going. Supper is served. Place beneath any visitor in the threat area. They no longer count towards the number of visitors for the effect of Home Sweet Home. Ooh. So if there was a visitor already out, we will put this on it, and the visitor would not count as the 3 that we needed in the threat area. So, but I'm not going to buy it. I'm going to put it to one side. I'm going to get the energy. The tasting room. If a fine vintage is drawn, place it in your home for free. Fine vintage is long gone, but is it worth? We only have a few cards left. Yeah, I'm going to buy it for the victory points. I'll put it there. Let's continue onwards. Nooks and crannies. When you draw a visitor card, choose play them as normal or discard this card and exchange them for a random visitor card that you set aside during setup. No. Well, I couldn't anyway. So then we go to 2. Let's keep going. Number 1 Fang. That's immediately played to our home area for free. Place on any card in your home. At any time you place a new card in your home, move number 1 Fang onto it instead. Okay. So I'm going to have to put this onto a card. Which card shall I put it on? I was thinking of putting it on the tragic accident, but that means then this is blanked. So does that mean then that this villager will then come back out? Because this will not be taking effect because this has blanked it. The same with Bad Hair Day. If I put this on Bad Hair Day, that means that's blanked, which means all the rest take effect. Is that correct? I don't know. I'm not sure how that would work. So in that case, I'm just going to place it on the voices, which is kill a visitor. So I'm going to put it there, like that. So now that's blanked, so I cannot kill a visitor. I still want the victory points, that's what I'm looking at. We don't get any energy because it was an eyeball pointing. So let's keep going. Imposing portrait. The first visitor drawn after this card enters play will attempt to steal the portrait. Place it under them If the visitor is killed, you may return imposing portrait to your home. I could keep this, however, this always jumps to the new card that you've brought out. So if I bought this, then this card would jump on top, and then this would be blanked. I'd still get the victory points. So I might just do that. I'm going to spend me 2 to get this. This immediately jumps on top. Now when it says blanked, here's another thing. Is it just this, or is it for victory points as well? I am going to make a judgment call here because I don't know. I'm going to say it's just the effect, and we can keep the victory points. Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. I'm sure somebody will let me know in the comments below. Is it the entire card that's blanked, or is it just the effect area? And I'm going to say just the effect for now. That's going to go here. It's going to probably be off screen. There we go. And let's continue onwards. Furious Farmer. That's another visitor. Discard a card without a red VIP symbol on it from home. If there are none, discard any other card from your home. Cards stored below are also discarded. So I need to discard a card with a red doodah, and any cards below it are going to go. No, let's go with a fine vintage. Yeah, that's out there. Let's continue onwards. I think we have 3 cards left. The beast is immediately going to go into our home area. So if the fetid lair is in play, place this card under it and ignore the following. Well, the fetid lair is not in play, so we don't ignore the following. If Feast for the Beast is in play, discard it along with this card and kill a visitor. Well, we don't have Feast for the Beast, so we move down to this last one. Otherwise, discard this card. So we are going to just discard this card. There we go. We have Gloating Apparition. Place under a visitor currently in play. If the visitor is killed, move Gloating Apparition to your home. It is now worth 1 victory point. Yes, I'm going to... No, I can't. We don't have the energy, do we? That would have been good. Because I would have put that on there, and I would have killed the visitor, and I would have got this back to my home area and got another victory point. No energy. Do get 1 though. Last card. Was it Daedal Library? Daedal? If there are no visitors in play at the end of the game, this card is worth 2 victory points, otherwise lose 1 victory point per person in play. Well, I wouldn't want this anyway because I would lose victory points and I can't buy it. So I'm going to discard this one, and I think I have won the game. There's no 3 visitors. We have 1 visitor and the home sweet home. I think I've won it. I'm sure you guys will tell me in the comments below what I've missed and what I should have done, what I didn't do correctly, and why didn't I do that. But I think I've done it. So then we are just going to tot up all of the victory points, and the only ones I've got are these ones. So I've only got, oh no, Fang as well. I'll move these down here. Yeah, I'm counting the Fang one as well. So you guys let me know if blanked means the entire card or just the effect. But I am going to count this as a win. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Now normally you wouldn't do anything with those victory points, which is why I've done this. So we've got 4. What have we got here? So 3 to 5, that's us. You are really struggling to run the castle. Perhaps your time would be better spent serving drinks to others. Yeah, I have got, I think I have won it before with between 12 and 14. But yeah, that was pretty pathetic if I have indeed won the game. But there you go, guys. That is a neat little game called Deckula. I'll try and put links to where you can buy it from, and I'll put links to this if you want to download it. That's all it is, a little text file that you can print off. But Deckula, I really enjoy this game. It gives you a lot to think about. And that's it, guys. So until the next time, I will catch you all later.